All right, so I think since the last update, we moved this shelf right here. We cleared out most all of this over here. Remember, this 24 foot between this pole and that is where the mezzanine is going to go. So those guys are going to have to get in here and put the rafters up, rafter/floor joist up. So we got most of this cleared out. We just basically parked it underneath these side sheds where they're not going to be putting the mezzanine, because the mezzanine is going to go on these poles. So anything on that side will be out of the way. So we got our pallet of pallets and our shelving thing and that thing and everything moved out of the way over here. So it's pretty much clear. I need to get this grasshopper out of the way. It's not running, and we can't get it in neutral or figure out how to move it. So I'm probably gonna have to get the tractor in here. I'll move my table saw and be able to drive the tractor up in here, grab onto that thing and just jerk it out of the way. It's the only thing I can figure out. At any rate, we got lots of shelves over here populated with crap. And I think that's it for the updates. It's mostly just getting all this stuff cleared out. We got our wood pile well stocked and ready to go once we get the mezzanine in and can start building walls. So got all those stupid styrofoam containers moved. I've actually sold a couple of those, $2 a piece. I'm getting rich. And then we drug this thing back. Steering's broke. It's got flat tires. It's another project that I haven't gotten around to yet that is in the way now. So that's it. All right, so we got our mezzanine put in. Had a crew come in and do that. They put it in one day, and actually not even a full day, more like probably about 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. Put that in, but I did not have them put in the stairs. So I am building my own stairs. I will tell you that the old adage of measure twice, cut once does not apply to stairs. I measured 4 times before I cut, and I was happy with my stringers there. So 2x12 stringers. I've got 4 of them. I've only got 2 of them put in right now. I want to tell you about a couple mistakes that I made, so that way you don't make them. So one of the first mistakes I made was this engineered beam right here for the mezzanine. You can see right here, it sticks out from the post, right? There's a lip right here. And when I measured, I wanted my stairs to be 4 foot across. When I measured from this post out from here to here. Well, what I should have done was measure from the outside of this beam, because it stands on the outside of these posts, and then measured 4 foot across. So I'm 1.5 inches, or actually about 2 inches shy of being 4 foot across this way, which is what I wanted. The second mistake I made was this beam right here, I put level with the floor, because I'm gonna, step up, and then this will be my last step. And I should have made it level with the bottom right here, so that way I could put decking on it, and then once the decking was on it, it would be level with the floor up here. All right, so I messed that up. But what I did to fix it was I just put a board across that is down, so that way I can put decking on it. This would be my landing platform. And so my decking would just go on that. I actually kind of like this way of doing it better anyway, because it gives a lot more support to my decking than just putting, you know, joists across there. So anyway, so those two mistakes, I'm not done with mistakes. All right, you can see I got this beam here, and this beam over here is not square with anything. It is really twisted. It's square up there at the top, but as you come down, this 4x4 just twists like crazy. It was the only one I had. Well, I had 3 other ones that were all just as bad, so I just went ahead and used it. So not really a mistake, but something I got to deal with if I ever want to put a wall in there. So the other thing I wanted to tell you about was I put my 2x12 here, and it was actually about 1.5 inches out, and I had to cut it. So I should have cut it before I put it in place, but I didn't. So I had to come back and cut it later. I just use a table saw. I just use a circular saw, and then down here where I already had it attached, I just use a chainsaw, and you can see it cut pretty good. Because of the fact that, remember I told you I was 2 inches shy of being 48 inches up there? Well, the board that I cut for down here is now too long. So I'm gonna have to trim that off. In order to make these runners a little bit easier to set in place, I went ahead and put these, they're just a square, or they're just an angle bracket. I put those in place so that when I set my runners down, it's easy to just put them in the right spot and hold them in place. Just get them in the right spot and hold them in place. For these outside beams, I'm going to use these as my basis for a handrail that's 48 inches above the stairs, both of these. And I'm going to put another one down here that's 48 inches tall also. And the way I'm attaching those is I've got some of these 6x6 plates. These things are crazy expensive. It's like 17 bucks, 18 bucks for one of these stupid things. And then I've got some Titan screws. And so I'm putting the beam in place. I'm making sure it's all level. I'm marking it with a marker, and then getting the center of that square, drilling a hole into the concrete, and then setting that in there, putting the Titan screw in there. And then, of course, we just attach this to the runner or whatever with some screws. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. One other thing, I had a scrap piece of this I think it's LVL, like laminated veneer or something, linear veneer laminate. I think that's what it is. At any rate, I had a scrap of that, so I put that in there to make sure that my runner over here was off the same distance, because it's just a piece of this that is my standoff distance for that runner up there, right? And so I had a scrap piece, I just put it in there. And then if I build a wall or whatever, I just got more stuff to anchor to. So that's kind of where I'm at. We're getting ready to put in this post. There'll be another post over here, but it'll be on the inside of this runner instead of the outside, because my handrail will just come down along here, and this whole section from here to the other thing will be a wall or doors for storage underneath the stairs or whatever. So this beam will go on the inside. That beam will go on the outside because it will match up with those other 6x6s. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna put, I think I have decided I'm gonna put another 4x4 or 6x6 here, so that down here, I've got the same railings on both sides, And then my railing will just go up there, and I'll need to put another beam up there on top. I was kind of angled where you saw that beam back there. That's part of the barn. There's no beam right here, so I'll need to put a beam right there to hold the handrail that comes down this way.